Oh, that's nice. It is May 24th, a lovely May morning in the country after a weekend of rain. A little bit of sun coming out. 8:30 in the morning. Just gonna get some sun in my eyes. I saw a video yesterday on YouTube that said, y'all know that place called YouTube? um, that said a study of people in their 90s. One of the habits that they had was before they did anything, they got sun in their eyes in the morning. And supposedly, it's the way that your brain knows to turn off sleep mode. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Sounds like common sense, but like we were saying, a lot of those common sense things have gone by the wayside. I saw other videos yesterday talking about how Denmark and Australia are going back to pen and paper for students. No more laptops in grades 10th grade and under. And I think that's a great idea. I always said to my students, uh-oh, I know those are Doyle's. No, these are another track. Huh, those aren't Doyle's tracks. That's a different track. Huh, I wonder what that is. I've always said that. I love to write with a pen and paper. And I've always said, there's just something different. Well, these tracks go all the way this way, all the way down the road. Huh. That something just different happens when you put pen to paper, when you make that hand to brain connection. I love those plants. Look at that. It looks like fennel, but it's not. My brother calls it dog fennel. It's so cool looking, like it belongs underwater. And it gets really tall. It's beautiful. But I agree about pen and paper. I'm not anti-technology. I'm not anti-AI at all. In fact, I taught writing literature for 20 years and always embraced new technologies and social media. But along with it, kept the things that I thought were positive and strong, that were quote unquote analog, I guess. And that is pen and paper for sure. The Chinese little kids, first graders and kindergartners, the first thing they learn is calligraphy. And I think that's just amazing. Like, calligraphy is so beautiful, and it's like art with letters. Gosh, it's just gorgeous. I'm sorry I don't have any fancy mics and stuff, but hopefully everybody can hear birds singing. There's that sun. Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tug Sue. Good morning, David. Good morning, Mark from the Philippines. Good morning, good morning. Oh, thank you for subscribing. A lot of country life and just commentary. I would love to hear what other people think about these things. But when I go back to teaching, here's, oh, that's the dog. I think. I think those are the dog tracks. Hang on. No, they're not the dog tracks. Hang on. Let me look back at these tracks. Where was it? Right there. That's the dog, right? Huh. But, oh, where'd the dog go? Doggone it. Doggone. All right. But I taught teaching for 20 years. I taught teaching. I taught writing and English for 20 years. And I'm going to embrace AI when I go back to teaching this year. Is that what you meant, Mark? What will I do when I return to teaching? Here's my idea. Here's what I want to do. Because as you guys can tell, I live way out in the country. I'm in the rural United States. However, there is a... You got me. You surprised me. Oh, you got me. He's so happy. He's like, I got you, Mom. Surprise. There is a public university. Yeah, those are his tracks. There is a public university within 20 miles at which hopefully I can teach. There's actually 3 different universities, not big ones. They're not big, but I don't need a big university. You know, I taught at a big state school. I taught at a large private school, and then taught at a small private. You know, and students are students, you know, and the subject is the same. Yeah, you might hone your approach a bit, but you know, anyway, I'm grateful to have 3 universities nearby at which I can hopefully go back to teaching. So I'm going to embrace AI. Okay, so here's my idea. I'm trying to create a class called Digital versus Analog. And what I would like to do, pollen. Ah, come on. All right, Doyle, let's go back home. Come on. Come on. Let's go home. Pretty flowers. What I would like to do is, all right, so it'll be called Digital versus Analog. And what I'll do, and this is like a freshman composition course, is take all the best things I've learned from analog, doing things yourself, and the AI way, the digital way, and just have students do both of the approaches. Like on this assignment, we'll do it, we'll first do it analog, then we'll try it digital, and just try out all the things and get students to, Doyle, come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Doyle. Your treat. A treat. Come on, Doyle. Doyle, come on. Come on, baby. Doyle. Come on. Doyle. And get students to take the best of both worlds. See what works from both worlds. See what's more powerful for them in whatever area for... Oh, that's deer. That's a deer. Deer. Good boy. You're my good boy. You're my good boy. And then hopefully by the end of it, students not only feel confident using technology, but feel confident sort of integrating those approaches with pen and paper too, taking the best of both worlds. So I am in the southeastern United States. So it is an amazing area. As you can tell by my handle, I used to be in Miami. I lived in Miami for 20 years, but had to leave the big city after COVID because the cost of living just skyrocketed overnight, and my salary didn't. Plus, I got really sick, and have been sick for years actually, and I'm finally recovering. I might do a video about that. I don't know. I hate to talk about. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or things like that, but I do think I had a condition that people should know about. I do think there's other people out there suffering. And if anything positive could come from my being sick for years, hopefully it can be that nobody else has to suffer like that. What'd you get? Don't get a snake, crazy dog. Come on. Come on, Doyle. You good boy. Look at that sun. It's supposed to be cloudy and rain for the rest of the day, so let's get that sun in while we can. So yeah, life in the big city just got too expensive. So maybe to come, I'll talk about my condition for years, and yeah, here's another little track. I don't know if y'all can see it. Little bitty track. That's a bobcat. See it? Real faint, real soft. There's a bobcat. Yep. You see the little claw prints there? And you hear that? That is a quail. Hey, Emilio San Miguel. Hola. Buen dia. You hear the quail? That was the quail. They are the most beautiful birds. They're so gorgeous. My cat snagged one day. They're like sitting ducks on the ground. Because, they'll sit on the ground and they're not super fast. And they'll all huddle together in a covey and make that cool sound. I also hear a woodpecker. I'll face reveal at some point. One day. I'm an old lady, y'all. I'm an old white lady, so don't get excited. You've not just discovered a new OnlyFans celebrity. Next time I need to bring a bag and pick up a little bit of garbage. I think the kids like to come out here and party. You hear that? He's right up there. Woodpecker. Yep, there it goes. Woodpecker. What'd you find, Doyle? Come on. That was a woodpecker. Clack, 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 clack. And he flew off when we clocked him. And the only other bird I recognize is that quail. So hopefully we'll get a walk out in the country every morning. Make my iced coffee and grab the dog, put on my boots, and take folks for a walk out in a pine forest. So folks who don't see a lot of grass or trees can maybe take a little walk in the country. A little walk with the dog. That's nice, Doyle. Classy. Keep it classy. Oh, that truck, that's human. Everybody's got big vehicles out here, but you kind of have to with the dirt roads and stuff. Anyway, oh, we got a jogging friend. Doyle. Doyle, be good boy. You good boy. He's friendly. You good boy. You good boy.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Doyle, you good boy. No, don't jump. Come on. Come on. He wants to go with you. He's like, yay, somebody will run with me. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Doyle. Come on. That's scary. I got to put him on a leash. It's rare that we run into folks, so I don't usually put them on a leash. All right. Great chatting with everybody. Come on. Come on, Doyle. Let's go get breakfast. Let's go get breakfast. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, you good boy. Yeah. There's my baby Doyle. Okay. Oh, goodness. I need to figure out what this is. We've got lots of plants out here that are good medicinally. We've got seaside goldenrod is one of them, and rabbit tobacco. I forget the other name for rabbit tobacco, but those are great plants for your respiratory system. And you can boil up the you know, all the plant, above the what are you doing? What are you doing? All the plant above the root, and make you up a tea and throw in some honey, and it is amazing for the respiratory system. Doyle, what are you doing? You crazy dog. You crazy dog. Oh, you crazy. Oh, he's so happy with this walk. So he is hilarious. But thank you guys for joining me. I try to approach a different subject every day. Just whatever topics, common sense. Nothing I gotta research, just opinions and just chit chat and just relaxing in the country. That was choke cherry. There's another one up here I can show you guys. Choke cherry is not edible, I don't think. There it is. There's another one, choke cherry. Actually, choke cherry can be toxic. So, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. We'll get you another walk in the country. Oh, there's the quail. Another walk in the country, hopefully tomorrow. It's the woodpecker and the quail. You can hear them. That's the quail. All right, awesome, you guys. Thanks for spending the morning with me. And I will chat with you again soon. Bye, everybody.